Okay guys, so it's Max here, and first of all, before I get into anything, I'd like to apologise for the audio because I know it's bad. I don't know what it is, and I've tried fiddling with it ever since I've had this computer a whole year, so I don't know what's wrong, and that's why I don't usually do these videos, but I thought it would be much easier to do it like this, so sorry for the audio. But anyway, so in this video, as you can see, it is very different. So what I'm doing today is a review on the operating system I use on my computer, which I've now had for 1 year. I built it about a year ago. I started using it pretty much exactly a year ago because I got the parts for Christmas and then built it and was using it by now probably. So it's been about exactly a year. So what I am reviewing is the Deepin 15.8 operating system. It's Linux based and it's so easy to use. It's unbelievably easy. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So as you can see, nice pictures for the desktop. There's a lot of them you can pick from. Like they come default, not in videos, in pictures, and you've got loads of them here. You can pick, do them, and then it opens them in this lovely photo viewer. And you can just click next. Loads of cool ones, and obviously you can add your own too. But yeah, so that's that, and here's the file manager. So it's got a dark and light theme, just like a lot of the things. They're bringing quite a dark theme everywhere. It used to come stock like this, it still does, but now you can put a dark theme on it, which when I first got it, I was on about 15.2, 15.1, now it's on 15.8 as I mentioned, and yeah, you didn't get many dark themes. There was only dark in the video player, but there was not even a light one there, so it was just permanently black. Now you can change it to light on there. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, you got this kind of sidebar which is cool, and then you got a recent, which is always nice. And yeah, so you've got these nice pictures to choose out of. It's an interactable desktop, unlike some, and you can store, create a new document straight from the desktop. And you've got corner settings, so this is like all windows. They've got a launcher down there, which is, I'll show you that in a second. I've got control center down there, which I'll also show you in a second. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So this is the launcher, where all the applications are. You can hold down control, change the size of the things. My mouse scrolling, because I need a new mouse that goes up and down when you scroll down, and up and down when you scroll up, so it's pretty useless. But anyway, so that's that. I'll get into the applications in a second, just after I show you this. So if I use this corner, I can bring up the preferences, but also there's this second here that says control center. So you got the notifications here, which I've cleared already because I just like having them cleared. So you got this nice little control panel here where you can just easily access any settings. You've got accounts, where you change the account, and yeah, that's mine at the moment. And you can click different ones like that one. Display, you can change the settings, and I've got a custom one. And you've got default applications, which I never really fiddle with. It does it automatically quite nicely. It's quite clever. Personalization, so you can change the transparency if you watch this, and also the dock changes, so you can go all the way down like that. It's quite useful. I quite like it. I like it like there. And then also you've got themes, so you've got dark bar up there. So if I bring in my video recorder one, it should change the top, yeah, and the webcam one, and then change it to dark. I'm a fan of dark themed stuff, so I quite like that. Then you got the Deepin default, but also the Deepin dark, which I like more because I'm running the dark theme and I like dark theme stuff. And then I also run the Deepin default mouse configuration. Networks, actually no, I'm not finished. Also so there's this window effect here, which you can turn on and off. It makes it look really grey. I don't like it at all. And also takes away the transparency setting, because now you can change it. They never used to have that before. They used to have the enable window effect, but not the transparency strength. Now you've got network here. I've got 2 Ethernet ports and a wireless, and then all these network settings. You've got Bluetooth, sound, output volume, balance, input volume, advanced settings, and also this has got like startup tones and volume changing tones. It's like the most sound I've ever had in a Linux operating system that I know of, and I quite like it, but you can easily turn it off if you don't. So yep, and then you've got time and date, auto syncing, works really good. You've got power management, which on a laptop it shows both plugged in and battery powered, and then you've got your different things, password required for that, password required for that. You've got your mouse, which I never muck with because it works fine, apart from I do turn this down when I did got it first because it was up here and it's too sensitive. So this cool little animation to check the double click speed, which is quite nice. And keyboard shortcuts, keyboard delays. I've messed with keyboard shortcuts to make it quite a lot easier for me because I prefer customizing them. And then you've got update here, where you can just check for an update, which I'm up to latest version, so it will say your system's up to date, or if it's not, it will give you the available update, and then you can download and install them. Then you can also change the mirror, but it's also smart mirror switch, which they added in, which they never had before. That was quite a new one. And then updates notification. This is all new. I haven't looked at it for a while. Also download updates. That's quite useful. As long as you're not on limited internet, if you just got that switched on, then it will download them, and then you will have to click install. But it will be downloaded. It will be a lot faster. It will do it without you knowing. So as I said, I run Deepin, so in 2011, 2018, even though it's 3rd of January 2019, but it's only the 3rd, so you know, I need to update that, but it doesn't really matter. I believe it's Chinese, so you do get the old Chinese lettering, especially in the App Store, and it's kind of weird, because you have no idea what it says. 15.8, as I said, I joined on about 15.2, a lot has happened. They're most frequent, there's like an update at least every 2 weeks, probably every month maybe. Very frequent updates, keeping things nice. I don't have many problems with this operating system, very easy to use. I would recommend this to anyone who is new to Linux. Also, just remember about the audio, I'm very sorry for the audio. Yeah, anyway, moving on. So, it's a Pentium. This whole operating system, as I said, 64-bit. It will only be in 64-bit, there is no 32-bit. I think they might have had it in the first couple of versions, but then they took it out because it's quite a demanding piece, but that is because it's easy to use and it's got all these animations and easy to use. You know, it's just really easy to use. I've got an Intel Pentium G4400 3.3 GHz dual core, 4 gigs of RAM and 250 gig SSD with a 500 gig hard drive which stores my files, and a 1 terabyte external hard drive which stores my files as well. And then yeah, this boot menu thing is quite cool. You can turn off the start delay, which I quite like because it's better to be faster, and turn the theme off. But you can also, that needs a password, but you can turn it off and then it will just get black. And also you can change the picture by just dragging on the new one, which is what it says here. And yeah, you're going to see the information, and that's that. So that's the control center out of the way, and this dock I'll go to next. So if you right click, you can change the mode to efficient mode, which gives you like a Windows themed look. I like it in fashion. It's called fashion, but you know, it's more like Mac rather than Windows. Change the position, top, bottom. I can't change it to left because I've got a second monitor, but you normally would be able to. Size, obviously that just changes the size, but it's self-explanatory. Status is the hiding, so you can always have it shown, always have it hidden, or smart hide, so when you expand it will hide it, but when you go to a smaller window, so if I do it with this, you can see my beautiful face, but the dock's disappeared, and now it's back again. And then you got your on-screen keyboard and date and time, which I don't have, and then shutdown for obvious things. I quite like the shutdown thing, it comes up with a nice thing like that. I quite like it, and also the system monitor, I'll do this now because it's just there. You can see the applications running, percentage of the CPU, memory, and also the swap, which appears in this smaller circle around here, and then you can see the network usage at the moment, and also the download and upload total. The download and upload speed at the moment, and then the total of them all added up, download and upload. You've also got dark and light theme in here, and different modes like that, where it's more compact and stuff. And yeah, and then you can change how many and how forcefully and deeply you go into the system. But I just like having the application showing, and obviously sorted by CPU for me. Anyway, I think that's the dock done. One thing I'll do before I move on now is just mention this top bar here. This is an application called Top Bar. Not run by Deepin, but I think they should, because it could do with a few improvements. But basically, you got an about which takes you down here to the Deepin system information area, and then you've also got preference settings, which could do with quite an update, because if you look at it, there's nothing, just loads of tick boxes and you can untick. It's like a really boring game. Then you've got the App Store, which actually takes you to the App Store, but also tells you the updates, which are in 2 different places. So if you click that, it will take you to the App Store, but to do updates you need to go to the updates. So I don't know why they're not 2 separate things. Another thing, the reason why Deepin should take it and customize it more. Force click current application if it's not responding. Sleep the computer, restart, obviously just the obvious stuff. And you've got time format, which you can do straight from here, but then time settings takes you to the control center. You've got your internet speed, which you can't click, they're not selected, and sound you can change the volume. And if you're running applications like a music player, you can use them, and then obviously sound settings takes you to the control center again. And then you've got batteries, and then you can turn the percentage on and off, which obviously is the desktop, so there isn't one, but it's quite useful because this one down here doesn't have a percentage. Well, this one here, it used to be in the power button, now it's like a thing here because I run it on a laptop which does the battery. But you have to hover over it to see the power percentage, so this is quite useful because it shows it right up there. So yeah. So I think that's Top Bar done, even though it's not actually part of it. I definitely recommend the application. In fact, if you go into the App Store, this is going to be the first app I'm going to show you. The home page, which is the first one hands on. Top Bar is right here, and that's how I saw it. I was like, oh, that looks interesting, and chose it because I quite like the thing with Mac, and it gives it a bit more Mac to it. You got rankings, internet, all of these kind of things, and then you got download, what's currently happening, and uninstall. So you can uninstall specific applications just from here by clicking it and clicking go down. Screen recorder, I can't use it. Good screen recorder, by the way, for Deepin. Oh yes, also this has a sign in, which I do have an account, but I've recently reinstalled the operating system, so I'm not signed in anymore. And you can clear the cache, and also got a dark theme and a light theme. So that's that done. Moving along, we will have, here we've got, this is just Chrome behind here. This is a good thing. It default comes installed with Steam, Spotify and Chrome, which are very rare to get default, never to be, I don't think, default installed on Linux distribution. And Chrome instead of Chromium is so much better, lots better performance, and I much prefer it. So yeah, I'm kind of happy. That's one main reason why I have this operating system, because of things like that. You've seen the file manager, pretty normal. You got a wireless thing here as well, which I don't really get. App Store, just showing you that. Music, so this is obviously just for music. It's not the best. There's no like see all artists or see all albums. It's literally just all the songs in not even really band order. It's pretty random, to be honest. There's stuff all over the place, and whenever you do this, it doesn't really customize it very well. So they need to sort that out, I think, but I do have an alternative, but this does me fine actually. So like I said about the Deepin video player, so it used to just be like this. So instead of saying dark theme, it has light theme, because dark theme is default, and I rarely see only the second time seen it like that. And yeah, I quite like the player. It works really well. Never had to use an alternative, and never had a problem with it. Screenshot does pretty much what it says. Image viewer, kind of showing you that already briefly. You can open an image, you can double click an image to open it, and I think you can do stuff like filters and again the dark theme. They're bringing that into pretty much everything they have. Terminal is quite nice, again, dark themed terminal. Yeah, you gotta like that, I think. This that menu there for most applications works, but I'll show you in a sec. Your voice recorder just records your voice. Manual in case you're stuck on this operating system. Computer, desktop, bits and bobs. Control center, that's the settings. Multitasking view just shows all the desktops and stuff. System monitor, I've shown you that. Print settings, that's just the area for printing. Something to zip. Deepin package manager, that has replaced the previously Debian package manager which used to be on here. So you can double click a .dev file and it will open this, and then it will have install, or if it's already installed it will have reinstall, and also you can drag and drop and select file as it says there. And also this has got a dark and light theme. This is quite a recent thing, it's only just coming in a recent version. I've used this twice and it's definitely replaced, and very simple to use actually. Introduction, that's just a video that shows up when you first install the operating system, takes you around a little tour. Calendar, I wish you could connect to Google Calendar because that's what I use, but you can't, it's just like that. Onboard, that's the onboard keyboard, and then these aren't stock applications. So there are a lot of applications in the App Store that you can download, and I'd recommend for booting if you're into that kind of things. Etch is good for that. It's a nice application. I think that's pretty much it. I'll show you, so you can also, I think I've shown you create documents from the desktop, and also the set wallpaper thing is quite nice, where you can simply just change it like that, or you can, it's quite easy. And also you can set it to the lock screen if you want, or do all sorts like that. I quite like this one. So yeah, this is like my favourite operating system, Linux based, and for anyone who's getting into this kind of stuff I would definitely recommend Linux Deepin. Very easy to use, comes with Chrome, Spotify and Steam if you're interested in gaming and stuff. And yeah, I really like this operating system. It's very customizable, yet so easy to use, and yeah, it's got all the great applications. So I hope you learned something and would like to maybe use this operating system. So just remember, it's only 64-bit. Most software is free. You've only got the occasional bit that you have to pay for if they make it compatible for Linux, but still we need to pay for it. But that's like any distribution, and yeah, it's really easy to use, I think. Even my mum used it after going from Windows to this. It was quite easy for her, and yeah, so I would definitely recommend this to anyone who wants to get out of Windows and Mac and start Linux. This is definitely a good starting point if you have a 64-bit computer. So I hope you learned something from this video and enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up too. And like I said, my next video is probably going to be on 1 year around my computer, because as mentioned it's been about a year since I've had this operating system. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video next Wednesday.